I had to look professional. Okay, this is Antonio Allen.
You gotta speak up.
Shut up. This is Antonio Allen and Chyanne, Richmond. With Mr. Constantine's 1984 book. 1984 book by George Orwell. She's gonna do the plot. She's doing plot. I'm doing theme, symbols, and mirroring of the book.
So you don't say.
She's doing characters and author and plot. So, Chyanne, take it away.
Alright. So, in class, we've been reading this book called 1984 by George Orwell. And so far, it's like mainly about this guy. His name is Winston. He's like a middle-aged white guy, lives alone in an apartment in the country of Chyanne. And it's mainly, to me, it's like, shit. Okay, forget that. It's mainly about how he feels about everything that's going on, like the government, his life. He just feels like he's being controlled. There's this person called Big Brother, which is their government, and Big Brother is always watching. They have hidden cameras and microphones everywhere, in the TV, in the shower, the kitchen, living room, the bathroom, on the streets, the sidewalks, on the buildings, in the cars, just everywhere. So they are constantly watching you, and he doesn't like that.
They like your mama. You know, they know everything you do. If you poop, they hear it. So,
yeah.
You know.
It's like your mom who is extremely on tip mixed with menopause.
And bipolar.
Yeah. On a bad day.
On a period.
Oh, first day. The first day. That's the worst day.
Okay.
Anyways.
Not tell me we're gonna switch it up.
So,
Okay, so I'm gonna tell you something about the theme of this book. Okay, there's like it's so many themes in this book. One theme would be, you know, what's that thing Hitler did? Anyways, the theme would be like Hitler being controlling everything is basically how the book comes up and in the movie. Another thing would be totalitarianism. There's so many themes like you know.
Careful who you trust.
Yeah, you can't trust certain people. You can't even trust the man or woman you with. They gonna snitch you out. You got so many different themes for this book. It's crazy because we didn't even get through it, and then I can already think of like 5 themes. And another theme would be, you know, the darkness is in the shadow or something like that. It's something like that, and it was basically talking about like a dream type thing.
Oh.
You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I hope you get what I'm saying, Constantine. It's like the darkness is in the shadow type theme. So basically, it's like this world is a dream world. Like, who wants to be here? This is somebody who loves working favorite place. You get to do one thing and one thing only. It's like it's a prison based movie, book, everything. So now I'm gonna pass it on to Shy to talk to you about the characters.
All right, you ready, Constantine? So, let's talk about these characters right quick. Okay, Winston. Let's see. Winston, he's a guy that I say he's a very curious person. Why? Because
Curiosity killed the cat.
That is very true. That'll come in handy later on in this video. Okay, what do I mean by him being curious is, for example, his diary. I believe that plays a key part in like the whole entire story. His diary. I say he's curious because he questions things. He questions why things work and why things are the way they are. He just thinks it's not right. But of course he's not gonna say it out loud. Because if he says it out loud, then he's gonna get sent to the dungeon, possibly even killed. Nobody wants that.
With rats in his face.
Ooh.
That'll make sense later on, Constantine.
Yeah.
That'll make sense later on.
You know what we're talking about. You read this book like twice. Okay, let's see who else. O'Brien. So O'Brien is this guy who
He's a snitch.
Yeah, I say he's two-faced. He works with Winston wherever they work for the government. And I'm not too sure on what he does for a living, but he comes to Winston and his girlfriend Julia confessing that he's in this secret society against Big Brother. And he kind of basically just sets Winston and Julia up. He gives them this book. As soon as he finished reading the book, bam, police come busting open his door, take him and Julia away to the dungeon, and
put
torture.
Rats in their face. And Winston snitched. He snitched hard.
Well, actually, mister, you skipped a part. They get taken to the dungeon, and then they get tortured. Well, Winston gets tortured really bad. He still doesn't crack. Then they take him to room 101 for hardcore torture.
I did
Winston,
forget that. I did forget that.
Look, I caught him slipping. Anyways, so they take me to room 101. I guess room 101 is like the most.
Room 101 is like, you know, skipping school until the exams. It's like, it's torture. It's crazy. It's just like, it's like phone call you get when your mom is like, I'm going to whoop you when we get home.
Yes.
And you just hide in belts, but you can't hide. They going to get you. Big Brother is watching.
Always watching. But yeah, room 101 where he gets like the most extreme punishment you could ever think of. And on top of that, his worst fear, he's afraid of rats. So O'Brien puts a cage full of rats in front of his face and threatens to let the rats eat his face unless he confesses to crimes that he didn't even do. And right when they were about to let him out, he just said, do it to Julia.
He cracked.
He cracked
Like an egg on concrete. He shattered like glass
on the sidewalk.
On the sidewalk.
Fresh glass, bro.
Fresh. Like not even a scratch. Like you can see your own egg reflection.
Like just bought it from the store. Fresh.
Right. Okay.
Well, pass it.
Anyways, okay, so next we're talking about symbols. Symbols. Okay, we got like crazy symbols. We ain't finished the book. We only got to part 1 and 2. This is also a symbol. Is that correct?
No, it's this.
This is a symbol. My bad. This is Illuminati. Don't focus on that. This is the symbol that I meant to do. It's like this. This is the symbol. I don't know what it means exactly off the top of the head, but just like there's other symbols also, like sex is a symbol, like getting away with, freaking this chick while like 600 people supposedly is watching you, even though you can get away with banging at her. You know what I'm saying? Don't take this the wrong way. But another symbol would be, trust. I think trust is a symbol because trust is a symbol.
Everybody's going to take right now, so please be absolutely silent. If you are not, you will be asked to leave my connection.
Trust is a symbol.
Rashay Jasmine, I need you too. Absolutely
that's
silent.
you interrupting, so you can put on pause. Okay, back to what I was saying. Trust is a symbol because it's like only people like the girl, what was her name? Julia trusted Winston. Like she legit trusted this guy. She did all of this with him. She gave up the cookie for this mouse and he ratted her out. Come on now, that's not cool. You can't do that. Oh, no, another symbol. What is another symbol?
We'll talk about the trust with Winston and O'Brien and how he
Oh,
betrayed him.
yes, what she said. I know you heard her. Well, and if you didn't, she said that the trust between Winston and O'Brien. The trust between them two is more like it was sneaky. He was like undercover. See, O'Brien was like an undercover agent for anybody that was misinformed. When they say Big Brother's watching you, they mean that at all times, 24/7. I messed up. I hope you ain't catch it.
And I mean, like the fact that O'Brien is working for the government, that's just a big hint.
That's it. Yeah, that was a huge giveaway, and that was a stupid move. Um, Now I'm gonna pass it to her to tell you about the author of this book, and then after that, I'll be doing how the book relates to real life.
And propaganda, yeah.
Boom, squad.
Hey, Constantine, you miss me? I know. All right.
You don't love this video.
Yeah.
You better love this video.
You better love this video. We worked hard on this song.